Justice Department prosecutors say that they plan to try Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a migrant who was wrongly deported under the Trump administration on federal smuggling charges. That's before moving to deport him to a country that is not his native El Salvador. The DOJ spokesperson says that Abrego Garcia has been charged with horrific crimes and he won't be walking free in the U.S. again. Attorneys say there's no timetable for when he could be deported.
So we're joined now by Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes. And Khalif, we've heard this name quite a bit. What are we making here about what we're seeing?
This case is a lot going on in it. First of all, obviously wrongfully deported. The Trump administration immediately said, yes, we had an error, then rolled back that error or admission and said, no, he was deported rightfully. It's a number of issues that have occurred. And then at some point, there were a number of judges' orders that were told to do certain things. The Trump administration has responded there saying that there was no intentional violation. It was an administrative error with the violations that occurred from the judge's 2019 order that stopped him from being able to have access to be deported. And so now we have some really weird things happening even in this hearing right now. Yeah, he'll have criminal charges brought against him. Yes, the Trump administration spokesman is saying that regardless of what happens, he won't walk as a free man in this country again, that we will deport him through a third country, not El Salvador, but some other third country, which they're not naming. But they said that he will stand trial before we deport him. But the part that I think is extremely weird, and I have been a magistrate here in North Carolina, not a U.S. District Court magistrate, but a magistrate that set conditions for release for defendants being released from jail. And part of the determination when you're deciding if a person should be released is likelihood to commit a crime, specifically likelihood to commit a new violent crime, their likelihood to appear. So you're looking at their history. The magistrate in this situation did that. She went through this entire analysis and she said that I have believed that the government has failed to meet the burden to show that he is a flight risk and that he should be released. And she said he has a right to be released from jail while waiting trial on the charges. But, and this is crazy, she decided Wednesday to keep him in custody. Why? Because she said that she's concerned that U.S. immigration officials, if she releases him, would deport him soon as she releases him. This is extremely confusing. Are you telling me this man that still, the government is saying they're going to try him, that you know you wrongfully deported him, that still has a pending criminal charge and is still fighting the original deportation? A judge is saying, yeah, he can go in and walk free, but I'm going to keep him in jail because I'm not sure if the U.S. government is going to come and get him after I release him. I've seen a lot of weird things. I've never seen that before, where a judge is trying to keep you in jail so you don't get deported from ICE. This is weird.
Can you deport someone who's awaiting trial?
You can, and it happens a lot, for sure. You can. Typically, if you look at ICE's website, it says that they go after people and look to deport people that are convicted of a charge. What we've seen in more recent time, specifically with this Trump administration, and the last couple months, that they've ramped it up, that they are deporting and grabbing people in hallways of courtrooms, in courthouses that are awaiting trial, that are awaiting and trying to defend charges. So to your question, it's normally, if it's a charge of moral turpitude, some charge that's violent in nature, then yes, you can be deported. But historically, it would not start into a conviction because obviously we have in this country the presumption of innocence. And so just being charged with a crime doesn't mean you have committed the crime. But this administration is definitely looking at it with a different set of lenses, which is now, if you're here and you are charged, you're going out of here regardless of the outcome. And that's where we're at now.
Quickly, Khalif, how are courts working now to prepare for the future in keeping people from wrongfully being deported?
I think they're all scrambling right now. My short answer is that I don't know. That this judge right here, what she said, I've never seen a judge say, you have a right to be released, but because I'm worried that you'll be gone and taken to another state, I'm going to keep you right here in this jail. That I've never seen that before.
All right, Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes, appreciate you taking a look at this again. One more time, we'll probably have you checking in on as the case progresses.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.